This morning, let us open our hearts and allow the hands of God to direct our path.
What prayer would you make a sense of Yeshua and
taking to us and bringing us here safely out of the soul mercies.
I'm open so good. I'm open and I'm not so actually.
This morning, God through His message is speaking to all of us.
Asama, we are so actually, now if I say now you do your own effort.
There's a message by Solomon, and I want all of us to acknowledge ourselves out of this. As I said, from time to time, if it is possible, let us read the book of Ecclesiastes. And after every 5 years, go back to read about the same book again.
He said,
because as you grow old, the understanding in what Solomon wrote for you will be different. This morning, what we are talking about is in the form of a question. And it's a short question. The question is, what provokes you? What happens to you that people get to have a different perception about you? The life we all live in today. It is full of action and reaction as to whatever happens to us. It has gotten to the point where we are so quick to react in such a way, with or without any provocation. In this nation, if you decide to react to anything at all, you will not be able to live in this country. Because everything that is happening around us tells us that we should all have a certain reaction to anything at all that will happen. And the question this morning is, those of us who call ourselves Christians, are we also going to react in such manners? So that way, ask yourself that what provokes you as a Christian or as a human being? Solomon in Ecclesiastes chapter 7.
Solomon na odi enyoma etutu enyoma ho na abodo awone hunu onyasafo eni de hunu onyasafo.
This is when he was comparing things to be able to detect who was wise and who was unwise.
In Ecclesiastes na kasa okache chapter 1 was it edipa ehunya che ahunya.
A good name is better than everything that you get for yourself.
So comparison between
the comparison between whoever is wise and who is not wise. Whoever wants a good name and live behind a good legacy after he or she is dead, that person will end up being a wise man. Whoever wants to be worthy any other means that he or she can, that person will not be wise. Because how to get that money will not be the best form. He said it is better to go into a house of mourning than to go to a house of praise. Because where there's mourning, no matter how strong you are, before you leave that house, it comes to the self-realization that if this society is going to end for everybody, then you need to amend your ways or change your ways. Then when you go to the nightclub, that is where there's fun. Because it's not something that will last forever. Before you realize that excess entertainment will take you to where you are not supposed to go.
Chapter 9,
verse 9. Verse number 9 that he's telling us not to be quickly provoked in our spirits. For anger resides in the lap of fools. We're going to take a careful look at this passage. Why would Solomon say that? If there's something happening in your life, if something is happening around you, do not be quickly provoked in your spirit. That is where I want to draw your attention. That's why I'm asking that what is it in your life that will easily provoke you? Because if you are not careful, if you are quick to react, your reaction might not be the best. Your reaction will be something you will regret for the rest of your life or will make you sad. Research has shown us that what makes us react in situations is that the first one is not good to do what you purpose to do. That is when you are frustrated. When that happens, whatever becomes a stumbling block from prevention to do what you want to do. If you are not careful, out of frustration, you will react in such a way that you are not supposed to react. The second one is irritation. When you are irritated, somebody is irritated by every small thing that happens around you. Whether it concerns you or not, you are irritated. Somebody have their own problem because of that irritation. You even go to poke your nose into that affair. The third one is an abuse that somebody has against you, and you don't know it can be out of speech, it can be out of action. So no matter what form of abuse the person makes against you, if you are not careful, you are not calm in that particular situation, you will react in such a manner that wouldn't end well for you. The fourth one is unfairness. Yes, sir. It is not your fault that something happened. Because somebody doesn't like you. Because of someone or two reasons, the person comes against you. Whether you like it or not, you are the person who has done that. And in such a situation, if you are not careful, you react before that, and then afterwards you will see that what you did was wrong. If we sum all of these things, what I see here is that most of the time when we take these four things out of the way, one thing that provokes a lot of us is that when the person is confronted with the truth, what you are doing is wrong. Put a stop to it. We don't do things that way. Irrespective of how the person is going to put it to you, as long as it is the truth.
As I said,
you need to be patient so that you are not provoked.
The
lesson Solomon wants to give us who are reading this now is that if we are not patient, to lead you to act foolishly. Solomon said, if you are not patient, to lead you to act foolishly. A lot of us have acted foolishly in this life because we were so angered and were provoked. This morning, be patient. Sit down quietly and be patient. Because Solomon is saying that if you are counting those who are unwise, because you couldn't control your temper or you were not calm in a certain situation, you will be counted among the unwise. Our minds and our spirits is the same. If your spirit is in a haste, it means that your mind is also in a haste. And whoever's mind is in a haste, that person prides himself in everything that he or she does. Solomon is telling us to be patient. The difference between those who are wise and those who are unwise. What we can use as a difference is how we are provoked when things happen to us. So there are four lessons I want us to pick today. First one is that when you take your time in reacting to something, it gives you a better perspective of whatever has happened. Anyone who is in a haste and is angered in his spirit, that person's mind doesn't work correctly. In that particular situation, when you are angered, your mind doesn't work in the way that it's supposed to work. It is your emotions that is working. If you allow your emotions to lead your mind, you act foolishly. Today, what is happening? That is what is happening in this nation. In our marriages, the husband and the wife have issues. And everyone is angered. So the minds are not working. So the one who is angered can raise the hand and hit the other person. And who is angered and highly provoked. If it's something that can be used to hurt the other person, he or she doesn't mind using it against the other person. There's this program and the person's intention is to go to prison and ask why they found themselves.
Crime check. If
you take your time to watch this program, Those were highly provoked or angered, and that is why they ended in prison. When they are asked, now what happened? The person will begin to cry. And the question will be that if you were to have that same position today, what would you have done?
Almost all of them will be saying, I'm going to be free.
And all of them will give the answer that they would have taken their time to live quietly from that particular situation.
On time waiting because
and they wouldn't react in that particular manner.
I didn't know. Ever did not say anything to my
Because when the mind stops to work and it is your emotions and everything that is in you that is working at that particular point.
And that said,
because it is your emotions and your spirit that is leading you. Before you realize and begin to think, Solomon will tell you that you have acted foolishly. So if anger is found in the heart of those who are foolish, it tells us that whoever exhibits himself in that manner, then foolishness has taken a seat in your heart. Whether you be pleasing before God in everything that you do or not, that one wouldn't get to God at all. The second lesson is that anger is part of our emotions as human beings.
But
for you to work with that anger or not is a choice you make. The word of God is saying that we should be angry, but we shouldn't sin.
The choice to be angry, so you don't have any control over it. But
what happens out of the anger is a choice you make. Beloved, be calm. What has happened to you that hasn't happened before on this earth? Your wife has insulted you. Haven't you also insulted her before? Your wife has done something wrong against you. Haven't you also wronged your wife?
The very things we accuse others of. That
is why Solomon says that if you listen to everything that happens around you, you will definitely hear one day that someone is cursing you. Because in your own heart, you have already cursed somebody.
What goes around comes around.
So whatever happens is something you have done before. That is the same thing that is coming back to you. Let us try as much as we can to control our spirits, so that our spirit will not lead our minds, so that we will not act foolishly. The third one is that the doctors will tell you that the anger in our hearts, it is very dangerous. It is very dangerous. And most of the diseases that we make mention of.
Was it hypertension?
You think it is hypertension that kills? It is the anger that is poured up in your heart that is what kills. Because when you are so angry, the blood that flows through your veins, the veins cannot contain it. Before you realize something else, say that the person has gotten stroke.
And then
what happened?
Out
of anger, the rate at which the blood is flowing through the vein and the heart is not going to contain it. Most diseases that kill us. Anger is as a result of anger. I inability to forgive others.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
get angry when we see these people. The way you tell the person what is in your heart. And thinking of what to say to the person that will also get to the person. Why would you force it? All that you're thinking about is what to tell the person that you are sleep. Yes, I'll tell you something you don't be able to sleep when you go to bed. If you have headache, you have diabetes. Out of anger, somebody has lost appetite. The person cannot eat. You get ulcer. You're not fasting, but you end up getting ulcer out of anger. All that I want if Solomon is telling us that. Anger is in the heart of the foolish ones. What he's telling us is that if we do not allow the Spirit of God to lead our minds and our hearts, if we do not allow that Spirit to live in us, and that Spirit overtake our bodies, what will come out of us is something that will result in foolishness. Because all that we do will not please God in any way. Doesn't matter whether it is in the church or outside. So the time what happens outside, the same thing that will bring here. Just that the life we live here, when we go outside, do more than that. The fourth lesson is that every decision you take when you are angry, it's one that causes regret in the end. It's one that has no value. Just so that when you are angry and then you spoil your own television set. When you are calm, now you have to watch the television program. What do you do? What do you do? Because issues out of anger. When you are angry and you hate your wife. When she had a cut on her forehead. Now that you are calm, you're asking yourself whether your wife is dead or not. Now you need to go to the hospital with her. Now she's home. She's been able to support you as she's not together with you. Now the burden is on you alone. You're taking a good decision on this. If you are not patient or you are provoked in the least thing that happens to us, whatever decision we make, we are going to regret later. Somebody decides to cheat on the wife. Why? The wife didn't allow him to have an affair. And then you go to cheat and then now you impregnated another person. So what do you do? One sin has led to the other, then another one comes. And now you have a secret waiting for you. If you don't give me money, I'm going to reveal this secret to your wife. Just one decision out of anger. You see the result of that decision. What I'm saying is that Solomon said, patience, the hallmark of wisdom. Whoever is patient, that person is a wise person. to be wise people in the sight of God.
Say the young for afraid.
For us to be wise in the presence of other people.
Yeah.
We need to be patient. You need to have a lot of ice cubes on your heart. So that your heart will be very calm. So at all times, you focus on what is happening around you. That all the steps and the decisions that you take to bring glory to you. Don't forget that in verse 1. A good name is better than all the water you can acquire. If you want to have a better name on this earth, and that is what Solomon is telling us to seek after. We need to be patient. We need to cool our temper. Some of the things that we fight over. Sit down quietly and ask yourself questions. This is why I'm fighting and having a lot of issues. Just a small thing. If you're taking your time, be patient within a short while. The young ones, when we are being spoken to, we don't listen. Listen to, ask the married ones if it's everything. When you're not married, when you hear about it, you're in a haste to go and do it. People are fornicating everywhere. The young man said to me, he found himself doing this and the woman or the lady got pregnant. That time he was in so much distress. And now he's gotten somebody pregnant and the person has given birth. And he sees the woman in his stomach. And I was telling him that those days you were doing all that you go to Wicked. You didn't see her to be a bad person. After one child, you see her and then you get angry. He doesn't have that desire again to even sleep with a lady. Will it come? If you are taking your time.
Why do you eat bread when your cake is almost done?
And then I'll make him go. I'm proud of the Asian Puma and China. Let us. God has prepared so many good things for us. Most of the time, we don't get the good things God has prepared for us because we're in a haste to get other things. We're in a haste. Our spirits are rushing. So the good things that God has prepared for us. Because of that haste, we reject the things that God has prepared for us. You sit down there and you regret that you let your life to this man. You ask yourself why you did the things that you did. The question is, what provoked you to do the things that you did? Let us sit down. If there's something that will provoke us to act in a certain way, it should provoke us to do the will of God. It should provoke us to think about God first. It should provoke us to do things that will bring honor to ourselves. And to bring honor to God, to the church of God, and to bring honor to the family. Now when you sit down, you can see that the spirit that provoked you to do the things that you did, the spirit that led you into becoming a wise person, and to no rather lead you to become a foolish person. Let us learn to regulate ourselves, be able to grow maturely in our spirit. So anything that will bring anger or provocation in our lives, we able to calm those things down. I will take those things out of our lives. What I said last week, what I said about Moses. It wasn't that seeing all these things. And he wasn't angered, and he didn't anger lead him. He was obedient to what exactly God told him to do. When he was speaking to those who were after him. One day when you are talking to your children, you speak confidently in all boldness that the Spirit of God that was in me, that led me to live for the will of God. And that Spirit that has shaped your lives in the way it has. So you don't say to your children that because I hesitated in doing certain things, that is where I find myself. If I have been patient and calm in certain ways, God would have led me and then helped me to become better children today. The Lord have mercy upon all of us. Let His Spirit be with us and fill us to do good things that will live for Him. And when He comes in His glory, if He's counting those who have lived for His glory, we will also be counted. Speaking to those who are Christians, let the Spirit of God touch you. You who is yet to become a Christian. Christ is telling you that if you confess today and you allow yourself, He will give you your spirit as a gift. That Spirit will touch you and help you to live good lives. Will help you to live for His will. Because of the Spirit. When He comes in His glory. When He's counting His children, you will also be counted. When it's only that counts. Be on your feet and confess your sins. And then be baptized. And live for the will of God. This morning, ask yourself that what causes provocation in your life? And as you live here, what is going to cause you to vote and react in a manner that will not be befitting in this? The Lord bless all of us. In Jesus' name. Amen.